What's going on, everybody? This is the one and only here on YouTube, Heavy Metal 95 here. Today's video, it's going to be about how I completed my 7-month manga buying ban goals I have right here. So, for those who haven't been wondering, because I just wanted to give you for this as well, because we haven't done a video about how I finally finished completing my 7-month manga buying ban goal in the past month's video. And I'm back here once again. After 7 months, because I have finally finished completing all my 7-month manga buying ban goals for the first time, that I have never done like this one until now. Because this is long overdue for those who haven't been wondering as well. Yep. So, to anyone here, for those who haven't been wondering, if you guys ever know, if you ever been watching the channel, I've been really getting into, like, collecting metal albums on CD, from studio albums to EPs, which is extended plays, by the way, ranging from, like, bands that are part of, like, new wave of British heavy metal, as well as other metal genres I know, like speed metal, true Norwegian black metal, the first wave of black metal, some death metal, most significantly like from like local death metal bands from the Bay Area as well. And I'm also getting into like every metal bands that are thrash metal, death metal, speed metal, power metal, and you guessed it, from what I almost forgot, the one, doom metal, yep, because I've been really getting it. I'll tell you more about it as well. So, for those who haven't been wondering, looking back when I did my last manga unhaul video, because I have been saved up every book that I have picked for the unhaul video from whenever I now remembered. And for those who haven't known, because, well, technically because I've wanted to do the whole thing just so I can come across to do for the way of how I now remembered. And not only that, I have keep on track of manga, of what I read, especially of what you own in your collection once you start reading. So I have learning to limit myself from buying too much manga books, because I had some that were incompleted from my collection. I have traded in like over 30 plus I sold 100 plus volumes of manga from my manga collection to half-price books because I needed money. I've sold 30 plus volumes of manga on Facebook Marketplace. I was low on cash, as for those who haven't been wondering. And not only that, you guessed the real thing, because for this, I had to keep on the track of manga of what I'm still currently reading, and I'm still reading as favorites from my collection. And for the reason, as far as if I can now remember, though, which is obviously, you have to pick the ones that you have, once you limit yourself from buying manga online, like, even though Right Stuff Online has been out of business since 3 years back, and because all of it's merged to Crunchyroll, the web store online, and even though normally I haven't been buying that much on manga books at the time, but there are some that I can pick at that I can only have as favorites, which is obviously, for example, Please Tell Me Galko-chan. Yeah, that's, even though I have read the manga online for free, like, I know for sure this was like, I don't know, maybe 2023 or 2022, like way back in the year. Because I think I read it on a app for free, though. Like one of those like manga reading ones, like specific ones like Manga Fire Online and Manga Dex Online. Those kind of things as well. Because I had to read them online for free as a real reason. And I had to reread them as favorites once I can get back to at some point. Although, even though the manga that I'm still currently reading, which are the most recent ones I've read, which is obviously Lupin the Third manga series I'm reading, as well as Berserk, Bastard Heavy Metal Dark Fantasy, and it's obviously, I'm guessing, probably, let me guess. The most recent manga I'm currently reading online for free was titled Detroit Metal City, which I almost forgot about that one too, because I have been reading manga that I've recently read in the past weeks, and also forgot Dr. Slump. I'm still currently reading the manga though, for free on my tablet though, because I had a good reason to catch up on reading a lot of them on Manga Fire Online, because I wanted to save some of my dollars just so I can be having my time away from trying not to spend too much money on manga books once you're reading them online for free though, because I have a good reason I keep on what I track on which manga I'm reading is what I read the most, because a lot of the manga I've recently read in the past that I finished reading was Lone Wolf and Cub. And I almost forgot, Lady Snowblood, another manga from that I now remembered a while back, because I have a good reason of how I've been reading a lot of manga in the past days, as far as if I can remember, because that's the real thing. Now I remembered, because I had to do it for a real reason from whenever I now remembered, because that is the good question for this, because I just wanted to say, and speaking of Berserk, I'm still currently reading at volume 3 though, because I had like volumes 1 and 3 in my manga collection though, because I haven't been collecting any manga that much, but I had to keep some of what I had to track to limit myself from buying too much manga books. As long as you don't blow all your money, because that's how I've been learning to stop myself from spending too much, hundreds of dollars on manga, because you have to take it easy. Because just to give you a little example of what you read, what you're currently reading right now, because normally I used to have like 300 plus volumes of manga in my manga collection, like way back in 2023, back in November. That's before I started doing the manga unhaul video, which I had as a milestone. And from what I learned a lot about it as well, because I have a good reason for this, because once you're starting to give in the whole thing, for example, because I just want to now remember. Now, normally I haven't been buying that much manga, because the last manga I bought back in December 2024 which was obviously Volume 3 of Black Butler, which is the Japanese edition I have in my manga collection, which I'm guessing it's pretty much the last manga I bought back in 2024, as if I can remember, though. Yep. Because that's how I've been learning to save some of my dollars, because I wanted to get new things like metal albums on CD, as well as new t-shirts of my favorite metal band, and even patches of my favorite metal bands for the battle jacket. And I also wanted to get a new guitar as well, because from whenever I now remember, because I'm just going to give you in the special case from whenever as far as if I can remember, though, because I have a good reason to do this one, because for the whole thing for now I remembered, and even though I don't normally do manga reading vlogs and the manga reading vlog videos that much, because I think I did the last one way back in the year, I had to pick those before I started continuing with my ongoing manga buying ban thing. Even though I've already completed my manga buying ban goals, because even though I'm still on a break from buying too much manga at the time, because that's the good reason for this, and now I just have finally completed my 7-month manga buying ban goal I have completed as well. And not only that, I have a reason for reading manga of what I'm currently reading right now for free, especially on my tablet, on Manga Fire Online, as now that you mentioned it, because I had to do this one, because once you limit yourself from trying not to spend that much money on manga, because I haven't been buying that much manga anyway, because it was an expensive hobby. So I've been taught myself to do this, because once you're trying to save some money, though, and that's besides the point for how I've completed my 7-month manga buying ban goal and reading manga on Manga Fire Online for free on my tablet anyways. So before we go and we finish the video, for those who have been wondering, I'm starting to get into the record store haul also as well, for those who haven't wondered. Yep. So that's going to be it for my video for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to the channel. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notifications bell button for more surprises. Leave a comment in the comment section below. And that's all I have, what I got. So this is Heavy Metal 95 signing off. Thank you for watching my video. I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy. Hope you all have a great day. Take care. Goodbye for now. Stay tuned for more.